والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وإمام المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Inshallah ta'ala, today we'd like to share a very brief story of the Quran al-Kareem again. Somehow it is related to the story of Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha that we were doing the previous weeks. The slander against our mother Aisha radiallahu anha that is reported in the Quran al-Kareem, and it was initiated by the hypocrites, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. There is something very interesting that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah An-Nur right after this story. Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he used to be a rich man, and he used to take care financially of so many people and so many relatives, radiallahu anhum. There is a man that we mentioned his name in the story of Sayyida Aisha. His name is Mistah. He is a cousin of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, and unfortunately, he was spreading the rumors against Sayyida Aisha, which is the daughter of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, the wife of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Mistah, he was a cousin to Sayyidina Abu Bakr, and he was a very poor man, and he was from Al-Muhajirin. He was immigrants from Mecca, who was from those who migrated from Mecca to Medina. So he was from Al-Muhajirin. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cleared the dignity, the honor of Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha, Abu Bakr was so hurt by the fact that somebody who is cousin of him, and he did for him so many favors, he has been taking care of him financially for so many years, and yet he was spreading the rumors again against his daughter, against not only his daughter, against the mother of the believers, Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha. So what Sayyidina Abu Bakr said, Wallahi la unfiqu ala mistaha ba'da al-yawm. I swear by the name of Allah, I am not going to spend any penny for Mistah. And you can understand the situation of Abu Bakr, you can understand where he's coming from. He is so hurt by what Mistah did. When I read the story, before I tell you the ayah that came addressing this, what I would do if I was in the position of Abu Bakr. Not only I'm not going to spend on him, I'm going to cut him into pieces, right? Imagine the daughter, your cousin, the daughter of the Sayyid of Abu Bakr, the wife of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the mother of the believers, and then you go around in Medina and said, did you hear what they said? Did you hear? Did you hear? And among what he said, among what Mistah said, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him, of the kind of there is no smoke without fire. There is no smoke without fire. Referring to, since there is a talk, there must be something happen, right? He said something of that nature. Listen what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. After he cleared the case of Sayyida Aisha, purified her honor, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with her, Allah said, وَلَا يَأْتَلِ أُولُو الْفَضْلِ مِنْكُمْ وَالسَّعَةِ أَن يُؤْتُوا أُولِي الْقُرْبَى وَالْمَسَاكِينَ وَالْمُهَاجِرِينَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. Let the rich among you not make an oath or swear to stop spending on the relatives, ulil qurba, wal muhajirin, and those who have migrated for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and those who are poor and in dire need of their support. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. Let them forgive and let them let go. وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. Then Allah said, let me make a deal with you, Abu Bakr. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Don't you want Allah to forgive you? Don't you want Allah to forgive you? Then forgive others. And I would like you to imagine that somebody is not about, this is not a business conflict. Somebody is talking about you a few $1,000s here and there. It's not about racism. Somebody is talking to you, you are brown or black or this. It's not any slander. It's about the dignity, the honor of your own daughter and the most honorable lady on the face of this earth. And not only this, she's very young and innocent, and she was deeply hurt and broken by the slander. Looking your daughter suffering for a month, right? Of course you are going to react in this manner. Allah said, أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Don't you like, don't you want, don't you wish Allah to forgive you? Meaning Allah said, if you wish so, then you have to forgive. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ غَفُورٌ رَحِيمٌ. SubhanAllah, this ayah, it's amazing. The moment Abu Bakr heard this ayah, Nabi Sallallahu brought to him this ayah, he cried, rahimahullah. And he said, Wallahi la, you know, initially he said, Wallahi la unfiqu ala mistaha ba'da al-yawm. He made an oath not to spend any penny. The moment he heard the ayah, he made an oath not to stop spending on Mistah until one of them dies. Until he dies or Mistah dies. No matter if he became rich, if he became Elon Musk, I don't care. I will be spending on him. Because Allah said so. Allah said, don't you like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you? It's amazing. What amazes me about this ayah is a number of things. Number one, before Abu Bakr, look at Allah's rahmah and generosity, and looks at human beings. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addressed the slander, He addressed it in a very, very strong manner. That is, this is evil, this is filth, this is this. If you look at the 12th ayah before this verse, you think that people who were involved, they will be burned, all of them in hellfire, right? This is what, because Allah addressed it in a manner that is so filthy what you did, including the Sahaba, they were involved. But despite all the filth, Allah did not disregard the good that was done by these individuals before this crime. Allah said, don't forget that this Mistah migrated for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanallah, look at us. The moment somebody makes a mistake, we forgot all the good that this person done in the past. Just the first mistake, you will be cancelled, you will be that, you will be that, you will be that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He addressed the evil as evil. He addressed this sickness in the society, and it has to be addressed. But Allah did not forget the goodness, the khair, the contribution that Mr. Though what he did is so bad, what he said about Sayyidah Aisha is so bad, but Allah preserved for him. What you did is not to be forgotten. Al-Muhajirin, the fact you migrated for the sake of Allah subhanahu, you left your house, you left your family, you left your business in Mecca for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah did not disregard this for Sayyiduna Mistah. However, the fact that we forgive brothers and sisters like Sayyidina Abu Bakr did doesn't mean those who hurt you, you become best friend with them. We have to differentiate between forgiveness and then the type of relationship you will be having with them. If you look at the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he forgave several people who hurt him so bad. Who knows some examples in the seerah? Like people who hurt Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam the most. They are very famous, by the way. Abu Lahab, but Abu Lahab died. I'm talking about people who accepted Islam. Ikrima, Abu Sufyan, who else? Hind. You know what Hind did, right? Hind, she took the stomach of his uncle Hamza, right? She not only murdered Hamza, assigned somebody to kill Hamza, she deformed Hamza after he was killed and took his kidney and his stomach, and she made example out of him. When she accepted Islam and she repented, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam forgave her, but he said, just keep a distance. Like same thing for Al-Wahshi. Wahshi, the one who was assigned by him to kill Hamza. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam forgave him, but he said, just every time I see you, I remember my uncle Hamza. So he forgave him. The fact that you forgive doesn't mean you are going to erase the past. It's not easy, but forgiveness is power. Forgive, and you don't have to become the best friend with those that hurt you, but you have to forgive if you would like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after he finished the story, he said, or actually started the story by this ayah, لا تحسبوه شرا لكم بل هو. Don't ever think that what happened in Medina, the slander, what hypocrites established in Medina, don't ever think this is evil. There is so much khair out of this incident. And I would like you, inshallah ta'ala, in these few moments that left, to reflect on what is khair in this story. Number one was one of the most profound lessons, not only for the Medina community, for the entire ummah. This lesson about rumors, how the Muslim community should deal with rumors. How should the Muslim community deal with false accusations? How the Muslim community should together preserve the honor and the dignity of each other. And people are innocent until proven otherwise. Not people are guilty until proven otherwise. No, people are innocent. As a matter of fact, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated the story, He said, لَوْلَا جَاءُوا عَلَيْهِ بِأَرْبَعَةِ شُهَدَاء. Speaking of fornication, Allah said, you must bring 4 witnesses, eyewitnesses. Not people that saw somebody walking with somebody. Not people seeing something suspicious. No, 4 individuals. Each one of them report, I seeing that I see somebody explicitly doing this and this. And not foreplay, not this, no, explicitly fornication. Allah said, if you don't bring 4 witnesses explicitly seeing actual fornication, everybody who spread the rumor, even if the person is honest, even if the person see it, he will be punished 80 jilda. 80? What is al-jild? Flash? Lashes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَالَّذِينَ يَرْمُونَ الْمُحْصَنَاتِ ثُمَّ لَمْ يَأْتُوا بِأَرْبَعَةِ شُهَدَاء فَاجْلِدُوهُم 80 جَلْدَةً وَلَا تَقْبَلُوا لَهُمْ شَهَادَةً أَبَدًا. Even if 3 come, all of them, they will be punished. Why? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah said, leave people alone. You are not there to look for people's mistake. Of course, this filthy is filth. Immorality is immorality. But we are to help people, not to prove that they did something wrong. So the ulama said, the mechanism by which Allah legislated to accuse anybody of fornication, it is a manner that is impossible to prove. The ulama said, 1400 years, no one established, even in the time for the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, no one could ever prove that somebody did fornication and has 4 eyewitnesses, and all of them are honest and decent people. It never happened in the history. You know why? Because Allah wanted this for never to happen. So Allah said, if you see something, just pretend you didn't see it. Why? Because you would like to, something wrong, cover it in the society. Not what? Not expose it, spread it in the society. Even in the time of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, 4 times the had, the punishment of fornication was established, and in both cases, people admitted that they have done it. In the time of Al-Khulafa Rashidin, it happened 3 times, and in all these, in the 4 rulers in Ummah, every time is people admitted. It never happened that you could establish 4 witnesses against 4. Why? Because Allah wanted us to cover the mistakes of each other, not celebrate it, not exaggerate it, not feel good about the mistakes of each other. If somebody is doing wrong, help him, help her, advise them, admonish them, remind them of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what Allah wanted from you, not to prove that they did something wrong. Okay, what else? What next? Okay, you are happy because they did something wrong? So that's not the objective, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. Right? And then the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, as he reported the story, this is a hadith I would like to conclude with. It's beautiful hadith. It's beautiful hadith. I wish the Muslim community celebrate this hadith. He said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, يا معشر من أسلم ولم يدخل الإيمان قلبه. All those who claim Islam, however, Iman, faith, is not established in their hearts yet. Subhanallah, listen to this hadith. All those who claim to be Muslim, yet Iman is not established, faith is not established in their heart. لا تؤذوا المسلمين. Don't hurt the believers. Don't hurt the believers. ولا تتتبعوا عوراتهم. Don't look for their mistakes. Leave them alone. Then the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, don't be obsessed with the mistakes of others. Basically, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, mind your own business. Then he said, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, فإنه من تتبع عورة أخيه تتبع الله عورته. Whoever is obsessed, following, finding out, looking for the mistakes of his brothers or his sisters, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will follow his mistakes. Whoever uncover the shortcomings and the sins of others, Allah will expose him. Allah will uncover his sitter from him. Then the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, وَمَنْ تَتَبَّعَ اللَّهُ عَوْرَتَهُ يَفْضَحْهُ وَلَوْ فِي جُحْرِ ضَبٍّ. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala follows his mistakes, Allah will make example out of him. Allah will expose him. Even if he's done this in the most private place, Allah will expose you, because this is what you do for your brothers and your sisters. And more severely on the day of judgment, publicly, in ala mashhad al-akhlaq, like in front of all humanity, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make a lesson out of you. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us this khuluq sitter. We cover the mistakes of our brothers and our sisters. We care about their dignity. We preserve and we restore their honor and dignity. When they do make mistakes, we are there support for them. Not we are tools of the shaitan to destroy them. Ya Rabbil Alameen, grant us this khuluq. Ya Allah, cover our mistakes in this life and when we meet you, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, cover our mistakes and forgive our sins, Ya Rabbil Alameen, in this life and in the next one. Ya Arhamar Rahimeen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Indeed, brothers and sisters, the story of Sayyida Aisha radiallahu anha is one of the best stories in the Quran al-Kareem. And I really would like all of us to teach this story for our families and celebrate the lessons of this in our communities. Again, the story from this, the major lesson from the story is we care about the reputation of others. Even no matter what people did, no matter what people say, our example is Sayyidina Abu Ayyub. When his wife brought him the news about Aisha, and she said, "Ya Aba Ayyub, did you hear what people are saying in Medina?" You know, the conversation was private between Abu Ayyub and his wife. But Allah mentioned the conversation in the Quran. As a matter of fact, He made it example. He said, "Why you are telling me? Why you are telling me what people are saying? Why?" And he said, "Wallahi, la Aisha atharu minki. Aisha is purer than you. Why you are bringing the news to me? Do you like couple in their bed? They are to be talking about you. Why you are telling me the news about girls and sisters and ladies in the community? Don't bring me this news." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "وَلَوْلَا إِذْ سَمِعْتُمُوهُ قُلْتُمْ مَا يَكُونُ لَنَا أَن نَتَكَلَّمَ بِهَذَا سُبْحَانَكَ هَذَا بُهْتَانٌ عَظِيمٌ." That's exactly how Abu Ayyub replied, and this how exactly Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reported this in the Quran al-Karim. وَتَحْسَبُوا, you think it's trivial, you think it's just a talk, gossiping, just Allah said, وَهُوَ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ عَظِيمٌ. But in the sight of Allah, it's a very, very serious issue. So brothers, let's learn from this. Let's learn to preserve our tongue from getting involved in the honor, the ird of our community members, our families, right, of our brothers and our sisters. When we hear something, we don't get involved. As a matter of fact, we stop it right there. Don't talk about people. Leave people alone. جزاكم الله خير. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.